A perfect 10 out of 10 on the severity scale for a popular JavaScript sandboxing library. This is about as bad as it gets for anyone relying on isolated code execution.
I'm Morgan, that's Alex. Let's break it down.
We have to start with SandboxJS. It's a library specifically designed to create a secure environment to run untrusted JavaScript. But CVE 2026-25142 basically turns that security into a screen door.
Wait, isn't the whole point of a sandbox to prevent code from reaching the underlying system? If that's broken, it's just regular code execution, right?
Exactly. The flaw is in how it handles something called lookup getter. Attackers can use it to grab prototypes and essentially escape the sandbox. Once they're out, they have remote code execution. If you're using SandboxJS, you need to be on version 0.8.27 immediately.
It feels like we're seeing more of these sandbox escapes lately. It reminds me of those browser exploits where the initial hit is just the first step and the escape is where the real damage happens. Speaking of niche systems, did you see the one for boat servers?
You're talking about Signal K Server. This is CVE 2026-23515, and it's a 9.9. This is software that runs on a central hub on a boat to manage navigation data.
A 9.9 for a boat hub? That's terrifying if you're out at sea. What's the actual vector?
It's a command injection vulnerability. When the set system time plugin is enabled, the server doesn't safely handle navigation date and time values. It just builds a shell command using that data. An authenticated user, or even an unauthenticated one if security is turned off, can just inject their own commands.
So someone could theoretically take over the central hub of a vessel just by sending a malformed time string? That's a massive safety issue. It's another reminder that the Internet of Things includes things that float.
Right. And sticking with the high severity theme, Wildfire IM, an instant messaging and video solution, has a 9.8. This is CVE 2025-66480.
Wildfire. I haven't thought about them in a while. Is this a classic file upload bug?
It is. The IM server component has an endpoint that handles multi-part uploads but doesn't sanitize the file names. It just concatenates the storage directory with the user-provided file name. That's a textbook path traversal vulnerability.
Which means an attacker can upload a malicious file and tell the server exactly where to put it, like in a startup folder or a web root. It's 2026, and we're still seeing basic path traversal in file uploads. You'd think that would be a solved problem by now.
You'd think. But moving from vulnerabilities to active threats, we're seeing some heavy activity from Russian state hackers. Ukraine's CERT-UA is reporting that they're already exploiting a new Microsoft Office flaw.
Wait, I remember seeing that Office disclosure in early January. You're saying they're already using it in the wild?
Exactly. It's CVE 2026-21509. CERT-UA says the attacks started almost immediately after Microsoft went public with it. They're targeting Ukraine and several EU countries.
That turnaround time is getting shorter every month. It used to be weeks. Now it's days or even hours. And speaking of speed, did you see that dark reading report about the AWS breach? 8 minutes.
8 minutes from exposure to full administrative privileges. They used AI to accelerate the attack. It started with exposed credentials in a public S3 bucket, and the AI just mapped the environment and escalated privileges before a human defender could even get an alert.
That's the AI arms race everyone's been talking about. It's not just about writing better phishing emails. It's about automating the actual exploitation phase. It makes the Docker news even more relevant. Docker just had to fix their own AI assistant, Ask Gordon.
Yeah, researchers at Noma Labs found a flaw they're calling Docker Dash. It's a critical issue in the Ask Gordon AI that's built into Docker Desktop. Basically, an attacker could use malicious image metadata to trick the AI into executing code or stealing sensitive data.
So the tool meant to help developers secure their containers was actually a backdoor? That's a tough pill to swallow. It reminds me of the React Native Metro bug we saw this week too. CVE 2025-11953.
Right, hackers are targeting developers specifically by exploiting that Metro server bug. They're delivering payloads for both Windows and Linux. It's a clear trend. If you can't break the production environment, break the developer's machine first.
It's the ultimate supply chain move. Before we wrap up, I wanted to mention a piece from Schneier on security. He's highlighting that Microsoft is handing over BitLocker keys to the FBI about 20 times a year in response to court orders.
This comes down to where the keys are stored. Microsoft recommends users back up their BitLocker recovery keys to Microsoft's own servers for convenience. If they have the key, they have to comply with legal requests.
It's that classic trade-off. Convenience for the user means a spare key exists for law enforcement. If you want true privacy, you have to manage those keys yourself. But then if you lose them, your data is gone forever. There's no forgot password for local encryption.
Exactly. On the industry side, RapidFort just raised $42 million to try and automate some of this software supply chain security. It's a massive problem that clearly needs more than just manual patching.
$42 million is a lot of confidence in automation. Let's hope it helps, because between 8-minute AI breaches and boat hub exploits, we're going to need all the help we can get.
Top priority for today. If you're using SandboxJS, update to 0.8.27. And if you're a developer using React Native, make sure your Metro server is patched against CVE 2025-11953.
Your daily AI-powered security briefing. If this saved you time, subscribe. We're here every morning.
Stay patched, stay paranoid.